Rise and shine, superstars. It's your favorite life coach, MB, and today is a great day to be alive. Why? Because you are still here. So stop what you're doing, drop a comment below, and shout at the top of your lungs, come through if you are thankful that God woke you up this morning, because gratitude is the absolute best way for you to start your day. And if for some reason you don't know if you're still thankful to be here, first of all, let me just tell you that I'm thankful that you're still here. But please don't make a permanent decision based off of a temporary situation. Whatever you're going through right now, I know that it feels like it's not going to end, but I promise you it's only for a season. And you are still here for a reason. There's a purpose on your life and somebody needs you. So take some time out today and just think about at least one reason why you should be thankful that you're still alive. Because somebody else out there is thankful that you are too. Ooh, all right, y'all. Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Like, have y'all recovered and refreshed and reset yourself from yesterday? Because I came at you with some hitters now. I mean, what were we talking about yesterday? Panic, obscure, obstinate, reckless, like no holds barred. If you did not get an opportunity to see yesterday's video, then do yourself a favor and click the link in the description and go back and watch it, because listen, we facing some truths within ourselves and within the world so that we can become better and get rid of these handicapped habits that have us shackled to a poor mindset. This week, we have been talking about a poor mindset all week long, P.O.O.R. And every single day this week, we have broken down the acronym into different meanings and words. Now, I know y'all thinking it's the end of the week. You know, we can start letting go and relaxing just a little bit, so it might not be so tough today. It's tough today. We're not taking our foot off the gas. It's the last day of the poor mindset routine, because we have to figure out and identify what it is that we're weak on so that we can address it, change it, and make it to our goals. So I hope you're ready. Buckle up, because here we go. All right, so this week, or today, P.O.O.R stands for, get this, paucity of self-confidence, omitting the truth, overthinking the process, and resting before the end. Now, I know y'all looking at me like, paucity, here she come again with these words. Where you get all these words from? The dictionary. But yo, paucity, what it means is it's a lack. It means scarcity. So if you have paucity of self-confidence, guess what? It means your confidence meter is low, if you have any. And you're wondering why you're not able to reach your goals, is because you don't have the confidence that you can do it. You've seen other people do it. You see other people being great in their own image, in their own makeup, in their own gifts. But for some reason, you can't seem to identify your own greatness and exude it, like dig it up out of you so that you can project it out into the world. You're not confident in yourself. There's somewhere that you want to go. There's a goal that you want to accomplish. There's some way you want to change. There's somebody who you want to be. But because you lack the confidence and the belief that you can achieve it, you're still stuck where you are in a life that you don't want to be in. Confidence is the backbone of success. And without confidence, whatever it is that you want to accomplish, you'll never be able to accomplish it, because you don't believe in yourself. You can't put the weight of other people, your family, your friends, your spouse, your children, anybody. You can't put the weight of them believing in you on you so that you can be confident enough to do what it is that it takes to get to where you're trying to go. Like, that's what we want to do. We want to tell people, hey, this is what I'm going to do. Do you think I can do it? And then we sit there and decide based off of what they say if we can do it or not. But the truth of the matter is, you have the greatness that you need to get the thing done. You just have to adopt a mindset that is confident in what you're capable of doing. You have to be confident to make it through adversity. You have to be confident to make it past the obstacles. You have to be confident to push past those days and nights where you're tired and exhausted and you feel like giving up, but you know that your goal is worth more than that temporary situation of discomfort. But you need the confidence to do it. Confidence is what Thomas Edison used to create the light bulb. Confidence is what Henry Ford had to keep working on the automobile. Confidence is what gave George Washington Carver the tenacity to come up with 300 ways or methods or uses for a peanut. A peanut. Confidence is what Roger Bannister had that allowed him to become the first man recorded in history to run a mile under 4 minutes. Confidence is how Katherine Johnson helped put a man on the moon. They all had confidence. And besides the confidence, there's 2 other things that they had that in common. The first thing was they all had failures. Every single one of those people had multiple failures on their journey to success. But the other thing that they had was the ability to believe in themselves that what they thought they could do was possible. They had the confidence that no matter what happened, no matter how many times they had to try again, no matter how many obstacles they had to face, no matter how big the adversity was, they believed that what they believed was possible for them to accomplish. Did they have negative self-talk? Yes. Were they negotiating with themselves some days like, should I get up and do this? I don't know, I'm kind of tired. Yes. Did they have to overcome the unsolicited opinions of other people who were trying to project their own fears and self-doubt and disbelief on them? Yes. But because they had the confidence, because their backbone was the foundation of their success via confidence, they were able to accomplish whatever it is they set out to do. So if you don't have confidence in yourself, that you can do what it is you say you want to do, then guess what? It'll never get done. You have to believe in you. You can't depend on other people to believe in you, because when you're in the dark and when you're operating and working on trying to execute those important skill developing tasks and nobody's around, the only thing you're going to have to fall back on is, guess what? Your confidence. Because the people who are outside of you, who don't see your vision, who aren't operating and having to do the work, they may say they support you, they believe in you, that's great. But what happens when you're in the dungeon and you're trying to overcome your own objections as to why you need to keep going? You can't call on them because it's some crazy hour in the middle of the night, or they're at work, or they're busy with their children. You have to have the confidence and the belief in yourself that whatever it is that you want to achieve, you can achieve it as long as you have confidence. Now, another handicapping habit that is supporting and causing us to have a poor mindset is omitting the truth. Now, what truth are you talking about? Let me tell you. The truth that anything is possible. That truth has been omitted by so many people in the world because they've grown up and they've adopted the belief system of someone else, and then they took it on as their own. When the truth is, whatever you believe is possible, is possible. Like nothing that exists right now today could exist if somebody didn't first believe it and then act on it with confidence and say, okay, I believe that this can come to pass. So I'm going to work diligently and intentionally towards this until it happens. That's why we have cell phones. That's why we have electric cars. That's why we have airplanes, because somebody thought that it was possible. They had the belief and they held on to it. They held on to their own personal truth. And omitting the truth and taking on other people's lies, aka their fears, their doubts, their opinions, that's not something that just happened. We've been dealing with this since we came out of the womb. Every person who is born with an innate nature for them to try and to keep trying until they're successful. But what happens is we have these beautiful guardians that we call parents who end up projecting their fears, their doubts, and their disbeliefs on us at a young age as they're raising us. And so because they're our parents and because we trust them and because we look up to them for guidance and direction, we begin to take what they're saying, even if it's with good intention, but it's still wrong. We take what they're saying and we say, this must be true. But a baby doesn't come out of the womb saying, I don't think I want to do that. That might be dangerous. No. A baby comes out of the womb trying to roll over until they can roll over. A baby comes out of the womb trying to sit up until they can sit up. A baby comes out of the womb trying to hold their bottle until they can hold their bottle, trying to crawl until they can crawl, trying to walk until they can walk, trying to run, jump, laugh, play, clap. They keep trying. Like all of these things that we take as this is a natural thing for children to do. This is a safe thing for children to do. Children need to do this. The baby keeps trying. Like what if a baby was trying to walk, but then the parents were so afraid that it might fall and get hurt, it stopped it from ever learning to walk? Then you would think that those parents were being neglectful or crazy or something. But that's what they do in other areas. Like the baby is here, and as it grows and develops, it's seeking to try new things. It's seeking to push the limits. It's seeking to push the boundaries and see what it can do. Like it doesn't think, oh my goodness, this is dangerous, let me not do it. But because we have this protective nature and because we've grown up and we've been through life and we've had all the experiences and now we have all of these fears that we collected on the way, all of this doubt that we collected on the way, we put it off on our children. And we change their truth. We omit their truth with our words. Don't jump off those stairs, you could get hurt. Slow down. Don't run so fast, you might hurt yourself. No, don't spin around in a circle like that, you might fall and get hurt. And so we're constantly stopping the kid from trying to explore what it's capable of doing. But what if your parent changed their way of speaking? What if instead of saying, slow down, you might get hurt, they say, how fast can you go? And let's say you start running and you trip over a rock and you get hurt. Because it's a possibility, right? There's always a possibility that you can get hurt doing something. It's a possibility that you can get hurt walking from your house to your car on your way to work. But you don't stop walking from your house to get to your car to get to work, do you? But there's a possibility that you can get hurt. You never know what could happen. A squirrel could drop something out of the tree. Somebody could drive by and throw a rock or crazy stuff. But that doesn't stop you. But we as parents allow ourselves and our fears and our doubts to stop our kids. What if we changed the words? What if we changed the verbiage? What if we changed the energy? And let's say Johnny got hurt. Some parents will get mad because I told you not to do that. You see what you did? I told you not to do it because you're going to get hurt. Now look what you did. Before they even ask if the child is okay. But what if instead of making the child feel bad for trying something, we changed our words. We said, are you okay, Johnny? Are you okay? How about you try it again? Because everything that we do is a compound result of what we've been through in life. And so if we're starting off being told to stop trying, when it's time for us to get to a place where we can actually live out our purpose, live out our dream, have the life that we want, chase after some goals, we have this adopted nature because our truth has been omitted. We have this adopted nature to say, I probably shouldn't try that. Or we try it and then we come across an obstacle. Or we fail. Or some kind of adversity comes. And then we're like, you know what? I probably shouldn't try that again. That didn't feel good. We have to stop omitting the truth that we were born with, which was to try and try and try until you get what it is that you're trying to get. We have to stop omitting that truth and replacing it with someone else who isn't even trying to do the stuff. You're trying to lose weight. You're trying to eat healthier. And so you tell somebody, the wrong person, somebody that you think you can trust, but it's just the wrong person at the wrong time. You tell them, hey, I'm about to go next month. I'm not eating any meat. I'm going all fruits and vegetables. And instead of them saying, oh, really, you can do it? All of a sudden they're like, that's not the smartest thing. You gonna just quit cold turkey? It's hard to quit cold turkey. They start projecting all of these opinions that you didn't ask for on you, all of this doubt, because they don't think that they could do it. So they tell you that you can't do it instead of saying, okay, I'm with you. Let's go. Let's see what you made of. You got to be careful who you tell your goals and your dreams to, because they might rip your truth out. And then you might fall victim to their lies, their doubt, their fears, their disbeliefs. Another handicapping habit that's causing us to have a poor mindset is we're overthinking the process. There's a quote that says, success loves speed. But a lot of us have been getting started to get started for so long. Like, I'm going to get started. You've been starting to get started for 3 years and you still haven't started. Why? Because you're sitting here and you're trying to break down every single thing. You're trying to figure out in a meticulous way how this piece needs to go here before you do. The temperature needs to be right. This isn't a good season for me in my life. I got a lot of distractions going on over here. All of these excuses. Guess what, people? Life isn't going to stop until you die. I don't know who told you that when it's time for you to go after a goal, everything else in the world is going to be put on pause so you can focus and tune in and have tunnel vision towards your goal and nothing else is going to go wrong. But that's not the truth. And so what we end up doing is we use the fact that we want everything to be perfect and just right. We use that as an excuse to not get started because, in all honesty, deep down inside, that confidence isn't there. And so we're afraid that if we start, we're going to fail. Something's going to go wrong. We're not going to do it right. So what? The first time you tried to walk, you didn't do it right. The first time you tried to ride a bike, you didn't do it right. The first job you got, you didn't do it right. There was a learning curve everywhere you went. School, education, your jobs, anything you did in life, sports, singing, writing, dancing. There was a learning curve, but you wanted something out of that bad enough to keep doing it to a certain age in your life. You have to have that same hunger, that same grit, that same determination when it comes to what you say you want for the rest of your life. You want to have this exceptional life. You want to live a great life. You want to live a life of abundance. But you keep spending so much time getting started that you never get started because you want to be perfect. You want everything to be lined up just right. But I just want y'all to know something. Imperfect action beats perfect inaction any day of the week. Just go. You're going to do it wrong. So what? Just go. Everybody who is great, guess what? They failed before they got to success. They did it wrong before they got it right. But they kept trying. The first thing they did was they had the confidence to believe in themselves. The second thing they did was they got rid of anybody's negative beliefs and they omitted the disbelief and they reestablished their own truth. And then the third thing they did, they got started. They took action. They didn't wait on somebody else's approval. They didn't wait for it to be the right season in their life. They didn't wait for all of this other stuff to be finalized in order for them to be able to focus clearly on this. You multitask every single day. You're on your phone driving. You shouldn't be doing that. You're on your phone cooking. You probably shouldn't be doing that and burning stuff up. You're doing so many things. You're listening to the kids while you're watching TV. All of this other stuff, this frivolous stuff that is not helping you get to where you say that you want to be, you're doing it. But then when it comes to that goal, when it comes to that thing that you really want in life, I want to be a millionaire. I want to be singing at Taj Mahal. I want to dance on Broadway. I want to write a book. I want to start a business. You can multitask in every area of your life, but when it comes to that thing that you say you want to do, but it's just not the right time. I got my kids. They're just 3 years old. I need to give them a lot more attention than if they were older. When they get older, I can be able to let them take some time to themselves and I can really focus. My job is demanding that I come in and pull extra shifts and I can't really get things done because I'm losing out on sleep and then I got to go here and I got to go there. It's always going to be something. So the question you have to ask yourself is, do you really want it? Because if you do, then you're going to adopt the mindset of no opportunity wasted. The time is now. I'm going to get it done no matter what. It takes what it takes. We commit to other people, but when we commit to ourselves in the dark, we let ourselves off the hook. And that's when we start resting in the middle and not at the end. And that's the fourth thing that I want to talk to you guys about. That's the fourth handicapping habit that causes us to have a poor mindset. We're resting in the middle and not at the end. Kobe Bryant had that quote. He got it from one of his English teachers. And he said he lived by that quote. That quote motivated him, especially during the times when he really wanted to stop, when he had exercised and his body was tired and his legs hurt and his lungs were hurting. But he kept going because his English teacher told him rest at the end, not in the middle. But so many of us want to have this goal and we want to have this dream and we want to be this great person. But we don't want to stay consistent and disciplined through the adversity, through the hardship, through the sleepless nights, through the restlessness, through the anxiety, through the stress, through the my kids are acting up in school, my husband isn't doing this, my wife's not doing that. And we allow all of these outside factors to completely throw us off a track. And we let that little voice inside to say, girl, you had a long day today. You got home. The house needed to be clean. The kids needed help with their homework. You still need to cook dinner. That business plan will wait for you. It'll be there for you tomorrow. Or maybe you started working out. You showed up day one. You were like, yes, I'm ready to go. Got my clothes, got my water bottle. Let's do this workout, coach. And you do the workout and you put forth the effort and you feel good. You walk out with your head held high. Then you wake up the next morning and your body is sore as all get out. It hurts to just roll out the bed. Then that small voice inside tells you, girl, it's okay. You just getting started. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. Ease your way into it. Take some time. Then once you get used to it, then we can go hard. Or maybe you've been trying to write this book and you say, okay, I'm going to do a chapter every single day this week. Or I'm going to do the first page. I'm going to do one page of my first chapter every day this week. And that's what you commit to. Then on Wednesday, something happens and the whole world blows up. Some kind of emergency. And you can't get anything done on Wednesday. So Thursday shows up and that small voice says, you're not going to get it all done by Friday. Why don't you just take a little time off? I mean, yesterday was a really rough day. Just decompress a little bit. We can do this again next week. And because we're not committed to ourselves, because we don't have the self-accountability that's required for us to stay focused on the task at hand, which is the end game, which is the final destination, the goal that we say we want, we let ourselves off the hook. That little small voice inside says, you can hit that snooze button. You don't have to get up at 4:30 today. You were up last night, girl. You put in so much work last night. I know you were supposed to get in bed at 10, but you were up till 12. Why would you get up at 4:30 today? But we have to have the confidence. We have to have the belief in ourselves. We have to have the hold on to the truth. We have to have the I'm going to do it no matter what mentality. So that anytime that those negative thoughts pop in our head, we can put them in check immediately. Because they're going to come up, guys. Even the greatest people that you look at in the world, like, man, they doing that thing. Guess what? They have negative thoughts every single day. But the difference between the greats and the people who are still stuck where they say they don't want to be is they say, okay, negative thought, look, I hear you. I see you. You good. Stay where you at because I got somewhere else to go. and they do whatever it takes, no matter what. And that's the same mentality. That's the same energy that you have to adopt, because you have to be committed to yourself in the dark and let your success speak in the light. So I challenge you guys today to just really, really think about everything that you want to accomplish. And think about, okay, how's my confidence level? Could I improve? Do I believe I'm capable of really doing this? And if I don't, why not? Why can't I? There's a quote that I heard when I was in high school, and we had this guy, he was an assistant coach that came in and helped, and he said, if not me, then who? If not now, then when? Now, I'm sure you probably heard that. I don't know who it came from, but why not you? Why do you lack the confidence to believe that what you want to accomplish is possible for you to accomplish? You've seen other people do it. For some reason, you think that they can do it because they're different or better or have better resources. No, they have the confidence. So where are you lacking confidence in your life on your journey to your version of success? And if you don't do it, who's going to do it? What is it that you're putting off? Or what is it that you're accepting as your truth that somebody else's fear, somebody else's disbelief, somebody else's opinion? When the truth is, God already created everything that you need. It's inside of you if you just dig it up and go after it. There's greatness there. And you can accomplish anything. You can do more than what you imagine you can do if you just stop holding on to someone else's trash. And you restore the truth that you were born with, which is, I can do it, it's possible, and I'm going to try. And I'm going to keep trying, and I'm going to keep trying, and I'm going to keep trying until I accomplish what I came here to do. What is it that you're overthinking? Why haven't you written that book? There's a song that's waiting for you to sing it. Why haven't you sung it? There's a business that's waiting for you to start it. Why haven't you started it? What excuses are you giving yourself to say it's okay to try it again later, or to get started next week or next month? Well, there's a lot going on in my life. There's always going to be a lot going on in your life. Well, I was thinking about doing it, but somebody said, there's always going to be somebody that said. Why do you keep putting it off? Why do you keep allowing yourself to overthink instead of just doing? Just go. Stop starting and get started. Like, I'm gonna get it done. Okay, get it done. And lastly, why are you resting in the middle? Is there something that you're afraid of? Do you think that if you get started now, something's going to come up and throw you off and you're not going to want to get back going? Why are you resting in the middle? Why are you allowing that you're a big person with a big goal and a big dream, and you're letting some small, quiet voice stop your train? Why? How is that voice more powerful and more bold and more impactful than the goal that you have set before yourself? Be committed to holding yourself accountable. Stop depending on other people, because they're not here with you. They're not going to be there with you. They're going to show back up when you're successful. They ain't going to stay up late on the phone with you or come over late at night while you sitting here drinking coffee at 12 o'clock trying to figure out what it is that you're missing and why this isn't working the way you wanted it to work. But I guarantee you, if you stick it out, as soon as you show up and your name is in the lights and you doing what you said you wanted to do and you reach that goal, they're going to be like, hey, girl, okay, you did that. Hey, everybody gonna come back around. So don't let a small voice stop you from a big dream, from a big goal, from living the life that you know you can have, the life that you believe is possible for you, the life that is exceptional beyond anything that you could imagine. You have to adopt the mentality that no opportunity is wasted. The time is right now. It takes what it takes, and I'm going to get it done no matter what. But you guys know what it is. If you don't remember anything else I said, always remember this. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be great, and it's a great day to find the greatness in you. Now go out there and live the greatest day of your life.